Hello and welcome to the next episode. Now, we have had two big fights last episode, and this episode we are going to progress forward. We're going to see quantum encryption, we're going to see alien technology most likely because I'm going to push that afterwards. We want the marine assault units to make new corvettes, and let's see what else will come up. We also have to wait about 2.5 months from now on to get our new research stations going. So 2031 will be the year of huge science progress, at least in the output department, because we still have to rework some of our stations for which we need volatiles. But when that is done, that's going to be massive here. So let's speed forward a bit to get to the first milestone, which is probably quantum encryption and the decision what to pick afterwards. I don't think that I will go into that, but I will go into it when we unlock the agent project afterwards. I mean, we probably progress towards antimatter and beta ribbons, so one of each we will pick, one of either, I mean. So that's the rough goal. We need a drive eventually anyway, so that's something we also have to keep an eye on. Yeah, let's get forward here to get this campaign pushing into the next era. We progressed a bit further into February and we are at war with Italy here now, and the first stuff is finishing up. So the social labs have just finished up.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
So we are back at 50% from HEPS module. Perfect. And we are also going to finish up covert operations here now. There we are. Now we can get our 6th agent here. And we also need to decide what we want to research, basically. I think the shipyard should be on our menu now. We are going to finish up alien technologies next, and then we push one global tech through again. We picked space commerce here because it's a requirement to get into our space future, which we are going to need eventually also for the resident module, which would be nice to have later on. Meanwhile, we have already rebuilt our moon base. 5 research centers on it, or rather research campuses. I also rebuilt our 2 asteroid bases now that we have layered defense arrays on them. And next would be our Cirrus bases to defend them properly. We had a fight on Cirrus with a monitor and a frigate, which we won, but we lost 2 ships for it. I didn't have the resources yet to rebuild these 2 ships because priority is higher on getting these bases rebuilt, basically. These 4 here. So that's basically the priority there. Now, we want to get a new agent. The setting up with orcs I'm going to do separately. Ooh, computer scientist. That's neat. National hero is also nice. So we are getting quite some influence from this guy. National hero and media darling. Let's see what others we do have here. We have quick learner, which is nice. Government, low profile, also nice stats. I mean, we could use the researcher. That wouldn't hurt. Yeah, we only have this. And maybe go with a tech module here. I mean, the missions are not important here right now because we would get a lot from our orcs that we are going to put on her. National hero in China is of course nice if we ever want to take over China in the far future. Insecure. It's okay. We don't have a lot of critical failures here. Or we get this operative here. A rare survivor, low profile, government from the get-go, careless. We can remove this one, quick learner and checkist. But he has like nothing, no stats at all. I mean, he has decent boosts here on missions, basically. But it's not important in the end. Inspector? Nah. Executive here? No. Veteran? Not really. Yeah, we are going for the tech module here. And I'm going to set her up with orcs when the mission phase is complete.
Violence is abating.
Meanwhile, everything is progressing as expected. However, more fleets are coming towards Earth. Another one will arrive in September, which just started. I'm not sure what is in there. So let's pick arrival time here. We don't care about these ones here. There was something in September. Oh no, it was Mercury orbit, apparently. No, this one. There was something in September, but it's just one ship. That's a transfer. Probably bringing a new agent because we have taken out at least one again. And then we have a fight in October. Yeah, let's progress further here while I set everything up in the background. Also, the first research campuses have finished. That's why our research has again went up to 3.5k. It will go up further when more stuff is finishing up. We just had a breakthrough event which pushed us into alien technology. We of course increased our mining from the breakthrough event. And yeah, since the moment we recovered it, our research and engineering divisions have been constantly requesting samples of the alien technology. Today alone, we have seen no fewer than 48 requests for everything from recovered databanks to simple bulkhead fasteners. This is understandable, given that each item is a potential treasure trove of knowledge, both at the technological level, how does it operate, and what is its purpose. In a chemical one, what was it created from, and where. The recovered technology has begun to yield its secrets, the theoretical application of which very much depend on our own intentions. Unfortunately, with such a finite amount of these alien artifacts to hand, we can for now only scratch the surface of their potential.
We are coming to understand the alien technological superiority.
Now we automatically finish the salvage alien warship objective for a long time already. Congratulations on your successful engagement of the enemy. Personal losses were 63.5% below our average case predictions. We didn't lose anything in the first fight. Meaning that the funds reserved for death benefits and recruitment of replacement personnel can now instead be reinvested in our new reverse engineered projects. The board would like to pass on their personal appreciation for your efforts. Studying the wrecked alien warship has been illuminating, though not immediately profitable. Our research has confirmed that the alien technological superiority seems to rest almost entirely upon these unusual alloys, or exotics as our research have named them. On the negative side, this means we have failed to generate any true breakthroughs from our reverse engineering. On the positive side, it does seem likely that with access to these same materials, we should be able to approach or even match the aliens' capabilities. We should proceed with research to learn more. Okay, now we are supposed to research high exotic materials.
We've developed only limited opportunities for new products thus far.
And we completed another objective, the technology objective. While our research has produced some results of mild interest, there are a notable lack of clear avenues by which we can exploit the alien designs. It appears that the majority of the alien technological superiority is due to some kind of high-tech alloys used extensively throughout their equipment. Our researchers have claimed that they require a larger quantity of these exotic alloys to learn anything further. Incentives and forceful encouragement directed towards our research teams have unfortunately failed to motivate them to do more with less. Therefore, the remaining goals would be research exotics and ferrocide resistance here. The question is now, do we want to do the ferrocide resistance now, or do we want to do their purpose? I mean, their purpose is just more interrogation story. I do think I want to do ferrocide resistance. And here, I think I want the tin droplet radiator here. That's a pretty good one. And the long technology, actually. And do we want to push one of the global techs? Probably arc lasers, right? To get to the advanced pulsar. Shipyard is almost done. We don't have necessarily large projects here. Also, we are up to 137% here now on Xenor research, plus the 100% from our projects from the Skunk Works. So we are researching here with 237 additional research speed. That's a lot of bonus here. The other technologies are still not fully finished up with the new modules, but it's going up further now. Yeah, and here we can progress, as mentioned, we can progress forward while we push into more European countries to be absorbed. Let's call it this way. While we still continue building our HEPs up, be lacking volatiles like crazy. Now, we have arrived in April, and we are about to take over Austria here in the coming days. And we also have basically finished our preliminary reworking of stations. We are up to 4.7k science now. And we have decent science outputs again, but there are still some stations here under construction, like the material one. The research moon is still under construction. The space science here is still under construction. So there's still a lot of stuff to come. But we have everything under construction now. Also, there is apparently an alien here in Switzerland. I hope that we can flush it out, but it has security 27, which is massive. And now we can actually get rid of... Who is England? Academy? No. Who is in England? Ah, Resistance. So we can actually now also take over Croatia, and then we move southwards to Greece, and then this campaign here is finished. We are up to 111 of 112 mission control here. So basically the mission control is again finished soon. And yeah, we are still struggling. It's still a lot. But now what we want to do here is we researched the Beta Marines recently. So we can actually upgrade them to the advanced assault marines here. So let's just like this. And now we can make them actually on Mercury. Let's make 3. Do we need 3? I think we only need 2. And actually, do they have enough acceleration there? Ah, maybe. I hope they have enough. Yeah, and then we can also consider what else we want to build for the upcoming fights. On the other hand, we don't necessarily need a lot more stuff. So we do have on Earth some new monitors here under construction. Some railguns, some lasers, a little bit of PDC. Actually, maybe we want to add another PDC here. And on Mars, we probably also want to have a little bit more the ones with the magazine here. So let's just add 3 more of them here. Actually, let's make it 4. And on Ceres, I also want to make some. So that we have... Actually, no, we need a PDC there, because I saw the last time that we only had one PDC ship there. And that is basically, again, all our volatiles now. However, the research is better now, but there's still a lot of room to be improved here. So actually, after we have finished the mission control here, we are going to max out the government score here, and then we are going to push into knowledge in the European Union. Which means that within a year, we are going to push basically all of our investments point into knowledge here, which will help as well quite significantly. The question here is now, the inequality is still quite high, despite our welfare programs here, which is hurting our cohesion. Though it's going up to 4.5, so that's fine. But our unrest base value is 3.4 now, but that's fine. Yeah, we are going to push forward here. That is going to be it for the moment. We are going to make more ships now again. We got a funny event, Terror from the Depth. So basically, we have strange stuff at the shores of Kourou, which is in South America, and as we know, South America is alien infested like crazy. The thing is that all these events will cost us GDP. Here we have a 60% chance that nothing happens. But here we are going to do the full naval task force to get the bottom of this. It only costs us 10 ops, so basically nothing. And we have a success here. Therefore, we don't spawn a megafauna here. And that would be nice. And also this mission phase is maybe interesting. I hope it will be I hope it will succeed.
Target neutralized.
There we are. That's Alpha 1. That's the first alien that landed on Earth. And he is no more. So we just got it here in Turkey. It was the one which was lurking around here in Switzerland. No more. It's gone. Also, we are going to finish up Greece here.
Cancelled.
Yeah, of course this one is cancelling, because nothing is there still. Yeah, so we are at 4.7k science. We need more science urgently.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
And the best solution for this is actually Mercury. The thing is that our Mercury defense fleet is not that great, to say it nicely. But the good thing is there is currently only this damaged ship around. Let's actually see how much is flying towards Mercury currently. Blah. Okay, I'm taking that back. September. Yeah, we are going to wait until this one has arrived before we start rebuilding stuff on Mercury. We're building ships constantly now on Mercury. We have the Marines under construction, but I also queued up more stuff here on these... in my shipyard here, basically. Also building some stuff elsewhere. And also I'm non-stop building on Ceres now, because Ceres has been a target recently as well. Although not massive fleets, but single ships, for example. We don't want anything to happen there. Now September is June, July, August. So basically we have a bit of time. We could consider... no, that's our Ceres bases. Where is Mercury? Here. So what we could consider is rebuilding here. And putting layered defense arrays on them. I'm just not sure that I want to, because theoretically the layered defense arrays are wasted investment. And the mining module costs 400 metal. So it would take us 4 months to recuperate the costs here. For the other components, it would only be like 1 to 2 months. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I want to wait here until I'm really certain that I can start restructuring on Mercury and take over the other bases. Which also brings us to the other topic. So the next global tech that we... really, they are pushing us here in space navies. Yeah, then we just pick hydrogen containment here. Let the Protectorate do space navies. The next technology that we are going to pick here on the global level is going to be mission to Jupiter. Because of the additional six mining modules here. That would be helpful. Because we currently lose only 2. But we didn't rebuild Mercury yet. So the 3 mining modules on Mercury here, plus the other bases that we have to retake, that would be basically covered by that technology. So that's our intent here. And yeah, that's the new layer defense arrays on Ceres. So Ceres is getting nicely defended now, even if we lose our fleet eventually. China is constantly also attacking here the stuff I want to attack. And now we go after Greece. Everybody is about to join here. Nice, nice, nice. And we take it out. Meanwhile, what are our values here? What? There's another alien agent here? There? Ooh. Yeah, we are going to take that out as well. Yeah, everything is finishing up. New skunk works are finishing up. Really nice. Okay, we lost 1 control point there. We don't care. But yeah, we are 9.1 already on government. That's pretty good. And we are getting 0.004 per point. So we would need... how much? 20... 250 points? Really? To get us to the maximum? To 10? That would be a lot. But fine. We're going to do it. The knowledge improvement as soon as we switch to it is of course even smaller and slower. 0.00229. That's really not a lot of knowledge. But we are already at 8.7. So when we start pushing 50 to 60% of our investment points in it, that will be very useful. And the European Union is almost done, right? We do have Athens. Oh, London is still left, and of course the Nordic Union. Yeah, I don't think that we are going to do the United Kingdom though, because we don't have enough navies to take everything over here. Although, now we only have 1 navy, so probably not. We could make 1. It's only 10 points currently. But I'm not sure. So I doubt we should, actually. Yeah, but with the fact that we just took out an alien and we just want to find...
Ready for my mission.
We are going to slow them down even further here. So, yeah, 18. Yeah, could be.
Investigating.
Probably one of the earliest ones here.
Standing by for orders.
Ready.
And...
Where to?
yeah, we need to do
Protecting
this
our
one again.
interests.
Ready to go.
Protecting stuff. And actually what I forgot about to do is that we can actually unify here in the
On my way
Caliphate
to
now.
the capital.
So we should do this.
At your service.
Now we shouldn't weaken science, so we are going to keep the advice here. Oh, this one is also can do the
On my way to the
unifications here. Yeah, then let's see if we find
Make
another
things
agent.
safe for our people.
Lending my expertise.
Ah, foamed metal armor is also done. We need the laser engine eventually. Yeah, that's a very quick conquest here.
Surveillance complete.
Ah, actually it is one, but it's a Alpha 9. not one of the first ones here, actually. So we're going to repeat until we have the best bonus. Yeah, as said, they have started to target Sirius more. Not with a big fleet, but with a small one. And there we are. That's Greece. And now we can actually path all armies home here. Because now we are at a point... I think England or the United Kingdom is too complicated to take out because of the navy problem. So instead we are going to now switch focus on the Caliphate here. For which we would, for example, I think... Oh no, Turkey is not yet a claim. Which means we need to see. We can get our armies... Yeah, we have Iran here, so we can get our armies over here. And then we go into India and the Near East here. Yeah, it should be nice. I don't think we need all armies for this, but we are going to use the Eurasian Union armies, for example, and then send them downwards here. Let's see, our Nordic Federation, you're also basically maxed out on government here. But there's no more mission control that we can achieve here. Ah, more stuff for Mars orbit, nice. We could consider to now push into 2,400 billion here to get the 4th control point.
Mission complete.
But I'm not 100% sure. What? We can only unify with Arabia? Did I screw something up? Oh, apparently I did. What's the problem here? Is that not a claim? It is. But why can I not... What? I have a claim here, but why can I not unify with Iraq?
Policy direction complete.
Okay, cancel. What am I missing here? Is there something that I'm missing? So, Baghdad is a claim. Ah, because of the academy. Ah, when did they do this? I forgot. Yeah, we can't because academy took something. What a bummer. So we have to go in there and take that control point back. Super annoying. When is our moon base finishing up though? 10th of July and August. Okay, so we are going to get about... how much is that? 60 each, right? So 300 additional signs when these finish up. I do think that I want to get another base here somewhere. Let's resupply here, please. I'm not sure what we have available though. We could go after humanity first. That would be risky. Maybe the academy here. Oh, that's the one with the quarters. Yeah, so maybe the one from Exodus here. Or actually, we just go after the humanity first stuff. They only have 2 monitors here. Or actually, 1 monitor and a frigate. So that might be something we can take out. And then we take over 2 more Leo stations for more research facilities. I think that's a good investment, actually. Even though we lose a little bit of relations to the humanity first. They are weak anyway, so we can't save them. So if you check our resources here, humanity first is down to 800 signs and they are on a very big negative here. They are not going to recover from this. The resistance is basically also broke, which is a problem. And the Protectorate is very rich, but also broke. I mean, like, they have decent science, but they are on a negative. Academy is doing decent, so maybe we shouldn't annoy the Academy. Exodus is also decent. 48 projects. Oh, they're going ham. Yeah, and servants are stronger than I like. But I didn't manage to get a new spy here. That would be something I really want to do. And I do think that I want to make a cut here, because we have finished the European project here. And we are now going to invest heavily into science on all fronts. Either here in Europe, not in the Eurasian Union though. Actually, we should also federate them now. So European Union and the Eurasian Union. And the big question is still, do we maybe want eventually merge these guys back? But I think with our mission control points, managing control points, we are totally fine. The question actually is, do we have somewhere another medium-sized state that we could use for boost? I'm looking at you, Canada. That's 13 mission control, decent democracy score. Also almost 2,400 GDP, which means 4 control points. So we could take over Canada instead of Mexico. Or we do Mexico actually, because it has a lot more population, so we can get this much more easily. On the other hand, it's flawed democracy, insurgency. Ah, we could take it over with a coup though. Well, we don't have the control points currently for this, which is annoying, but we have to somehow get the servants out of the US now. That's really a very important target. I don't really care about who takes it over. Everybody is fine, except the servants itself. So even Protectorate, if they would, but they can't, would be fine with me here at this point in the campaign. So maybe we actually slow down our expansion process here in the Caliphate to a certain degree, and instead use 3 or 4 agents here. And maybe we need to merge the Nordic Union actually to free up the points here. Yeah, that's 51 points, which basically is replacing Canada. Yeah, maybe we want to do this. Not 100% sure, but maybe. Yeah, see you in the next episode. Leave a like and subscribe.